All right, welcome to the 618Podcast. I'm your host, Tattoo Tom, and this is
Lonnie Jackson.
And today's guest we have is Cash Borden.
What's up?
Professional wrestler, 20 years. He's been with
20 years?
Damn long. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the 20th year right here.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot to talk about then, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Love stories.
I guess start off with telling us
Where you're from and where you're from, who you are.
So I'm from the area around here.
Okay.
Grew up in Odin. I was a bad kid growing up.
Oh, shit.
Badass kid growing up, okay? So I knew a couple friends of mine that they wanted to be wrestlers, and I was like, all right, well, let's do this shit then.
Did you do any backyard wrestling?
Oh, yeah, of course. Man.
Mattresses or trampolines?
Trampolines.
Trampolines?
And we had it set up to where, like, we'd have a show at my house on Mondays, and then fucking another friend's house, we'd have a show on Tuesdays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Pay-per-views at a friend's house. For real, dude.
Yeah.
Just because he had, like,
Like,
trees and
walking and
shit.
stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be most of the kids that were wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, we had a mattress growing up.
We were getting it.
We had a neighborhood mattress.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, we were beating the fuck out of each other. And then back then, too, you know, you didn't really know that wrestling's a work. So you're just fucking beating the shit.
Yeah, like
until
real
you're getting
good
a
shit.
3 count, you know, and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Kind of show you how to do
8
it.
fucking rock bottoms on your ass, bro. 8 fuck down.
I'm not selling shit. You got to knock me out.
Yeah. So, I mean, technically, yeah, it started there, you know, with wrestling buddies in the bedroom growing up, you know, beating the fuck out of Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh,
Typical fan of wrestling. Yeah.
Dude, I remember getting
Did you have any wrestling pillows?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
okay.
beating the shit out of those. For real. I'm pretty sure I had those up into high school, bro.
I had the scar, dude, one time from running around the table. My dad tripped me. I was running the table chasing my sister, and my dad tripped me, dude. While we were watching Kerry Von Erich and you know, back in them days and shit, and fucking, I was running around trying to wrestle my sister, dude. That shit had me all hyped up. My dad tripped me and busted my eye open, dude. I had to have stitches and shit. Yeah.
That was the territory I started watching. It was the Von Erichs, Junkyard Dog.
To go
I
Scorpio.
don't remember who the fuck it was.
I remember when
organization
Undertaker first came out, man.
That was back in the territory days.
NWA had
NWA?
or the shit that was going on in St. Louis, wrestling at the Chase.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
My first time ever hearing Undertaker, I was standing in the corner.
Really?
I was in trouble, and I remember hearing this loud like organ shit. I was like trying to peek into the other room to try to see who it was. It had me all super hyped. I was so mad. I couldn't. I see for like a brief second it was all crazy, and I was like, dude, I was so pissed, man. I was in the corner, dude.
Yeah, I used to watch him when he was with the Twin Towers, I think it was. He was in the gray and purple. Yep. Who was it? Was it Sid Vicious?
I think that was
Yep. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
vicious, man.
my dad fucking was always on top of watching that shit. So
you
there was magazines,
into it
there was
other than shoot.
VHSs, laying
Okay.
around the house all the time. And I mean, like, I remember he had this one. It was Best of the Bloodiest Brawls, and on the front of it was like a cartoon image of Abdullah the Butcher forking someone in the head. I don't know who the other guy was that he's forking because it's like a little painting.
Oh, yeah.
Is what it looked like. But I remember him telling me all the time, you know, like, yeah, they cut each other with razor blades, and I'm like, what? So whenever I look at that picture, I thought he had like a fucking actual, you know, like leg shaver fucking razor blade to somebody's dome. Thought that throughout my whole fucking life, bro. So I can remember playing with the fucking Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy and like fucking taking something like a Lego and like yeah. Wow, shit, man.
That's what got you into that whole hardcore situation, huh?
Kinda, yeah. Like, and then
Kinda
the
turned you
boom
on
of
to it.
wrestling in the '90s, they kind of had the hardcore fucking title and all that. So, dude, and Road Dogg was really one of my favorite wrestlers.
I was going to ask, who was your favorite?
So, and then when I look the way I dress now in the ring, I'm like, that's Road Dogg.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy, yeah.
I love Sting, but like the Great Muta, Big Van Vader, like something about the heels were the fucking just cool.
Bam Bam
Like,
Bigelow.
Dude, so one time in my neighborhood, there was a neighbor that had just a shitty ass garage in the back. I remember one time we were fucking around in the garage. We were like 7 or 8, and I found this container of like chalk, like the blue chalk that you'd fill up the little things to pop for doing roofing.
Gosh.
And getting that shit like the Great Movie, dude, it was so fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you just line your tongue up with this chalk and you just
Oh,
like,
You
yeah.
be hitting people with that shit.
Yeah.
You remember the bloodbath? back in the 90s where like the Brood, Edge and Christian and them. And
yeah.
would come out with blood and dumping on people.
I thought you meant like matches, the bloodbaths.
No, dude, we'd beat the fuck out of somebody and straight up like act like play their music and shit, and everybody would hit and dump the fucking red whatever Fago. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
I forgot Edge and
We got
Christian
into that
came.
shit.
Was it both Edge and Christian that came up as the vampires, or just?
Yeah, it was the Hardy Boys first.
Was it really?
I think, and then something happened.
Because I remember Edge and Christian.
I may be wrong on that.
Gangrel.
It may be the other way around.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, dude, my dad took me to Hell in a Cell in St. Louis.
Nice.
And that was when Undertaker and Shawn Michaels first Hell in a Cell match.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm fucking, bro. I was like probably 10 years old. It was 1997, and that's really what fucking. I remember that night telling my dad, I want to be Shawn Michaels one day. Because they were booing the fuck out of him. Like, Kane just showed up.
Was this after he came back from his back injuries?
No, this was right before. So I'm pretty sure the next night is when they
This
start
D-Generation
X.
fucking.
They start D-Generation X the next night. Him and Triple H.
Okay.
Yeah. And Kane came for the very first time. Ripped his fucking door off the hinges and shit and came in there and beat up Taker. But yeah, Shawn Michaels was bleeding like a motherfucker. They were wrestling on top of the cage. We had nosebleed seats, so when they were up on the cage, bro, we're level with them.
Oh, yeah, with them?
Yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
But I remember telling my dad that night, like, I want to be Shawn Michaels.
Really?
Yeah.
And just kept at it?
He was so pissed. He was like, fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I got an Austin
just a
316
boy
shirt
toy.
that night and shit.
Dude, I remember that Shawn Michaels and fucking
That's the guy my
Scary
dad
Sherry.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
dude, that shit is, man, I remember
That's what I'm saying, that's the
those
era
first
Shawn
female
Michaels
ones,
knew he
dude.
was
Luna
fucking
Vachon
awesome.
and Scary Sherry, you know, and dude, those are some fucking beast ass bitches from back in the day, bro.
He even
Luna
says
was the
how he
shit.
was.
Yeah.
Remember Luna?
Yeah.
Luna was the fucking
Yeah.
shit, man. I've been watching some older 90s.
Like that, talking like that, like the girl from fucking Power Rangers and shit.
Fucking badass, dude. That's what we need more of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In professional wrestling, we need more of that shit.
Yo, you know who reminds me of that kind of is Riley Knox.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
reminds me of that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what she's a killer wrestler too, man. I see her going there smashing out people.
She's
dude.
pretty badass fucking females.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Badass ladies wrestling.
It's, dude,
PW's got some good ones for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So when was your first? So how did you get into wrestling? We know that's how you got into like interested in it. But how did you get like starting out wrestling?
Right. So me and some friends were in high school, and one of them's a good buddy of mine because he was my cousin. Okay, so the other two kids, they were
Around
like
2002, 2003 ish.
This is around 2006.
6.
Yeah, because I graduated in 2006, and we started like fresh straight into senior year.
Okay.
Like looking for a school, and then we finally found one.
Where was it? What
That was in
school?
Paris, Illinois. It was called NCW. So back whenever wrestling was around here back in the day, like the ICW and the NWC, anytime there was a show over here at the community center or the Sandoval High School, it was ran by these guys. So it was all like a big affiliation together.
I got to see Greg the Hammer Valentine at Centralia back in the day.
One at Sandoval, I seen Terry Funk back in the day.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Autographs.
My uncle got a picture with the Dick Bruiser or the guy.
Bruiser Brody?
Yeah, Bruiser Brody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Got killed down in Cuba or Puerto Rico or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. My uncle got a picture with him and shit. It's
That's
pretty
fucking
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah.
But so started out with them. It was like a 2.5 hour drive every fucking Sunday, man. Just drive. So after you first go down there and you're training for a while, dude, the first 6 months of training to be a wrestler fucking sucks.
Like your body beat up or what?
He looked straight at that camera and said,
dude, it is like the worst hangover you ever had. Okay, COVID. It's like having COVID when COVID like whips your ass and you feel it in all your fucking joints and shit, all right? All right, it's like feeling like that every fucking day. And then that Sunday you got to go back again. Like, fuck. Like you just start to feel good.
Was there anything about it that shot your confidence down? Because Lenny let me and Chris go in the ring and take some bumps and like, you know, like the rug got pulled out from under you and fucking hitting back.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Jesus Christ.
eventually that shit disappears, bro.
Really?
That shit, that fear of fucking just snapping back disappears.
becomes automatic?
Dude. I remember like the week that it did with us, I'm pretty sure we were like 3 months in probably, you know. So it all slowly starts to go away. But you notice when you start taking your fucking front bumps, you're just running and jumping.
You got
know,
that video
shit
clip
like
where him
that, or
doing
fucking-
front flips off the top rope.
Yeah, actually, that was the first thing I ever did off the top rope.
Front
Was
flips?
the fucking Swanton bomb. Yeah.
Swanton bomb?
And it was that day that the fear disappeared because I remember telling even the dudes I was training with, like, yo, I don't know if y'all feel the same thing, but I'm pretty sure I could do a Swanton bomb today. And they're like, nah. And I'm like,
You fucking did it great, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do it all the time. I've done it off cages, fucking ladders, all kinds of shit.
Would you just get
I don't
old?
do that. Yeah, I don't do that shit. As much flying as I do now, bro, is just diving through the ropes.
Yeah.
That even scares me as a fan watching it. Like when they either go over the top or through the top and second rope because that fucking them toes get caught sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't remember what show it was at PWE. Someone,
Yeah,
one of the last shows we seen, I don't remember who it was. You seen them jump. We were on the other side, but you seen their foot hit and they just dropped instead of going forward. And I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
because you know. You're the Scorpion.
Man, a lot of them, like them tombstone pile driver type shit, man, I was waiting for somebody to get. Apparently, Undertaker was really good with other people when he would do that to them, but I always see them moves.
He was
like,
very
those
safe.
look so intense.
Just got to know what the hell you're doing, dude.
You'd be able to.
they really sell it.
And
then
that
have a partner
Canadian
that knows what
Destroyer,
they're
you know,
doing.
the front flip pile driver. Yeah, that shit's fucking.
Yeah.
Who was that? The luchador they just brought out.
Penta.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thinking like,
Bam.
because fucking that Gable dude took the perfect fucking pile driver.
Who was it?
Like a
Used to
spring.
do it on TNA. What's his name?
Fucking Petey Williams.
No, with the gloves. He had Undertaker's last match at WrestleMania, I think
AJ?
it was. AJ Styles.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, who was he with? TNA or who was it before?
Yeah, he was with
He did that
TNA,
badass
yeah.
fucking death. I can't remember the name of the move.
He used to do that fucking 630.
630. Yeah, that was. Fuck.
630.
I'd have to slow it down to figure out how the fuck it even worked.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he would do that as a dive to the fucking floor and shit, man. Just bring it up on the second rope, boom. AJ was the fucking beast back in the day, too. And he was one of the cats that'd be around here at them fucking shows.
Really?
Back in the, like that. Yeah, dude, early days. Because, I mean, he was like a wrestler, you know, like a young wrestler coming up now.
hell
trying to
yeah.
get a booking, you know, so he was around at those. But yeah, so we started training over there in Paris. Like I said, one of the dudes was my cousin. A couple of the other guys. One was this preppy kid that we never hung out with. He just knew that we liked wrestling and we were going to the school. So he's like, can I ride with y'all? All right. So he would ride with us every weekend, man, and just fucking hood up, headphones on, not say a word the whole 2.5 hours. And then the 2.5 hours back.
Because he didn't.
He just didn't know how to interact with us, man. Like, because I had a bad reputation. My cousin was kind of, he was a good kid.
I'm hanging out with.
Yeah. I'm surprised his parents even let him.
Really?
Legit.
He might not have told him.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But one day I'm like, you know, I'm messing with him in the back. I'm like, yo, Aaron, what are you doing back there, dude? And he's like, nothing, man. I'm listening to Mushroom Head. And I'm like, you're listening to fucking Mushroom Head? Get out of here. And then from that moment forward, bro, that's
something coming.
Music definitely brings
Matt's got a Mushroom Head poster with a lot of the sign. Fucking, he's friends with him.
You know what's crazy is when I first started working here, I legitimately could not stand to hear Mushroom Head. It was a couple songs came on when the dude would sing. I literally could not stand it. But no joke, it grew on me, and I actually now enjoy listening to it. When they come on, I have no problems before. You know, that happened to me when I was a little kid with Jenny's Got a Gun by fucking Aerosmith, bro. I hated the way the first part of that sound. He's like, dum, 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 dum. I hated that shit, bro. And he's like, run, run, run. And so, but then you really listen to the song, you see the video, and it grew on me. I totally love it now. You know,
I've always liked all kinds of music.
Yeah.
Man. Just all genres.
Oh, yeah.
What made you use the Three Little Pigs? I'm totally with your intro music, because that's something that me and my dad, that's like an iconic thing for me.
Right, dude. Same with me.
Yeah.
So my parents had the fucking VHS of all the music videos.
Really?
That's the whole
Green
reason.
Jelly?
That was, man. That's what my dad would
That's the whole
crank
reason
that
I
shit,
fucking
dude.
took that shit. And
I
that
got
beat,
Colton into that when he was
man,
younger.
like back in the fucking early '90s, late '80s. The wrestlers, when they walked out, they didn't have lyrics in their music and shit. It was just a fucking
sounds.
beat, a beat of something, and that's how you recognize that wrestler, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean that fucking riff, bow, bow, bow,
yeah,
so fucking good. So, yeah, just fucking.
Dude, that video I made, it was great. I didn't even realize when I edited it and put it together that he was talking about when as the pictures were going, and the dude was talking about telling you a story about a three wolves, whatever, or three pigs and a big bad wolf. Well, the pigs part. I put your picture of the little, like, the piggy kind of face that you had on this one, and then it was like, and the big bad wolf is that dude with the fro hair that you were wrestling, and it looked like a huge wolf, dude. And it was like I had to show the audience. I was like, dude, look at this. I didn't mean to do that.
Good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Just missing Rambo.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, man. But
so after the school, like, what?
So so during the school shit, you know, you learn all the bumps, and like I said, eventually that fear of fucking taking bumps or getting thrown out of the ring or getting hit with a chair, that all just goes away. It's crazy. I'm sure other wrestlers have had that feeling. Like I said, I remember asking the boys that I was with, like, "Yo, y'all feel that?"
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a natural thing.
Those guys don't wrestle now, you know, either.
Right. So, never caught on to them.
Yeah, but yeah, and then we met this other cat from over here. His dad was a cop, last name Mount, but his son's name was Corey Mount. He still wrestles now. He's over in like Tennessee, Indianapolis, shit like that. But yeah, he was a big boy, man. Looked like Brock Lesnar and shit when he started.
Like muscular big?
Yeah. So we met him in a gym. And he's like, he even said, like, you guys don't look like y'all belong together. But he started rolling up there with us too, okay? So energy drinks are a thing, like, just started becoming a thing.
Okay.
We fucking drive 2.5 hours up there.
Fucking monsters.
Yeah, so he's got, I think these were called like Joker or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm sure they were like fucking
illegal now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, around now.
Right. But Mad Hatter was.
I think I might know where you can get some.
He smashes like 3 of these bitches, all right? While he's cramped up in the cab of this truck for fucking 2.5 hours. We stop at a Casey's. The preppy kid and my cousin go inside the fucking Casey's. I get out, I light a cigarette. He gets out, looks at me and goes, and just fucking passes out. So I catch him.
Oh shit!
Fucking lay his head on my feet, dude. And I'm looking around. There's an ambulance office right next to us. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then here comes my buddies coming out the store. He's waking up. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, say something again. Bro, their mouths are all like, what the fuck? He's like getting up, like trying to beat my ass. And I'm like, no, I'm playing. You fucking passed out.
Oh, just coming to listening to what you're saying. Like, okay,
that's fucking funny, dude.
You'll have to check that dude out if you want to see what it looks like. Fucking Bo Sawyer is what he wrestles.
Bo Sawyer?
Yeah.
Why have I heard that?
Dude, he would wrestle around here too whenever.
Yeah, maybe I've seen him before.
Yeah. He was a little Brock Lesnar back in the day. We used to call him Here Comes the Pain.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But from the wrestling there, my trainer actually gets paralyzed 6 months into training.
How? Like wrestling?
Yeah, so he's in a match and he's in a tables match. Gets laid out on the table. Another guy goes up top and hits him with a leg drop and fucking breaks his back.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so I'm security at the time, not a wrestler yet.
Fuck.
And I'm fucking sitting there ringside just watching this happen.
Did it make you question?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
All of us, man. That's where a
this is
couple
what
of
we wanna
them started to fucking twinkle off, you know, that had been going right. Yeah.
Homer Simpson going
So
that
I
little
have to.
fucking bush.
Yeah, dude, it was weird as fuck. And I remember
myself
thinking,
out.
too, like, fuck.
From a leg drop.
Yeah. I'm like, if they all leave me, what do I do now? Like, you know, I've met these other people already, made some friendships throughout the fucking shit, but what the fuck do I do now? So then I just kind of was stagnant there for a little bit. And then some places started popping up, fucking Metropolis, and then some shows around town, you know, Salem, Odin, Sandoval, shit like that. But then, like, man, I want to say probably, 2016, 17 is whenever I start doing the deathmatch shit. So then that's when the wrestling starts to fucking really catch on. So I'm like, that's when I'm, you know, hanging out with people like the Hooligans, fucking Alex Rudolph, the Viking War Party. That's Alex's little group before he's doing the caveman. I don't want to say that because you can be like, motherfucker.
Herzog?
Herzog.
I love Herzog.
Yeah. So back, it was him, another guy named Lumpy, and fucking Warhorse Jake Parnell. They used to do this gimmick where there was like, dude, it was perfect for fucking frat houses and shit like that. They just come in and fucking wrecking everything. The Viking War Party is what they were called. They'd all paint their face. Fucking Jake's going crazy in the ring. Little bitty Jake, you know. So, I mean, that shit was fucking fire. And then a couple of them kind of fell off and shit like that. But yeah, so at the time, you know, we're all doing this hardcore shit. I'm going down to IWA Mid-South a lot. I don't know if you know anything about them. Ian Rotten. Does that ring a bell with y'all? So he's a fucking huge piece of shit. Who is he? Ian Rotten. Ian Rotten.
I've heard that name before.
So yeah, he used to wrestle back in the day around here a lot. he would be wrestling like with, you know who Madman Pondo is?
Yeah.
Okay, so he'd be wrestling like him, shit like that whenever he'd be down here. But yeah, so Ian Rotten, he was known for hardcore shit. He ran a thing called Prince of the Death, where it was like a Prince of the Death match tournament where he'd be set up with these brackets of a tournament, and it would be like you'd have Prince the night before on a Friday, and you crown a winner of Prince, and then the next night you'd have the King of the Death matches. And he'd be bringing in everybody, AJ Styles, shit like that, CM Punk, you know. They would never do the King of the Death match shit, but they would wrestle normal matches on the card, so it brought in fucking millions of people, you know. And this is before they're really famous at all, you know, at the time. You had like Homicide on.
But they had a little following.
John Moxley is on there as John Moxley, you know. There's a couple times I'm at a show and John Moxley is wrestling Neil Diamond Cutter.
Really?
Yeah. And it's some kind of drunken death match, but they're drinking the whole time and Moxley's fucked up and he's beating the shit out of Neil. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, I think that's on YouTube, man.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
definitely.
But
I like Moxley.
yeah, so that's when I start noticing, like, man, I'm doing this fucking hardcore shit. And I'm getting in magazines now, you know. I'm getting more fucking exposure. Like I had the guy that is in the movie. Fuck. God damn it! I know it's gonna skip my mind now. Anyways, it's a movie. It's kind of famous. It's fucking the Wyatt family. You know that fucking sheep mask that they have.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a scary movie where they wear that sheep mask, a wolf mask, and something else.
Strangers?
No,
I know what you're talking
similar
about.
to it. Very similar to The Strangers.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Why I can't think of the name. Anyways, I had people like him coming at me, and he was in the movie. He's an actor. He did a podcast with me. It's on YouTube. But it's just strange shit, bro. So ever since I started doing the hardcore bloody ass shit, and then with the promos of like the fucking sketchy ass fucking videos and whatnot like that, you know, found footage type shit. It was all just so much easier than doing a normal wrestling match.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, what got you into the hardcore?
Just noticing that.
Really?
Right at the gate, yeah. Like, I'm getting more fucking notable for doing this shit, and I can do this like twice in fucking a month and not have to wrestle.
There's probably less people doing the hardcore than there is doing
for a month or so, and then fucking do it again.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was.
Yeah.
Now everybody does the hardcore shit. Well, I mean, a lot of the newer guys, they still kind of stray away from it. Because, dude, I was always told, don't do that shit. Don't do no deathmatch shit.
Why?
Don't do no hardcore shit. Because it's just stupid. You know,
old
heads, dude, back in the day, they'd be like, it's dumb as fuck.
They're worried about more longevity.
It's dumb as fuck for you to be out there hitting each other with barbed wire, falling on barbed wire, shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, light tubes, all, dude. Sin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back in the fucking early 2000s, man, or late 2000s, you know, all that shit was looked down on bad. So then I start to get that reputation as well, to where nobody wants to book me because I'm fucking doing these death matches.
Yeah, crazy
and
shit.
People didn't want the death matches.
Right, yeah. Or they're like, oh, he's not family friendly enough.
Yeah.
But luckily there was a show over in Carbondale, Marion, called Stride Pro Wrestling. Mm-hmm. They would do a lot of family friendly events and shit like that, mostly shit like that. But yeah, man, it's hard for me to watch my mouth.
I know, I hear you.
I don't
So-
give a fuck.
Same way.
So, but yeah, that's what I try not to do a lot of those unless it's like fucking local
The family shows?
for something. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, for a good cause or something like that. But yeah, because I mean, it's just my style doesn't match with that. You can guarantee when I'm getting fucking kicked in the face, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
you know, or it just comes out. It happens.
All right.
That's
So
the
me,
realism.
like, at the PWE shows, like last time we were sitting with Sharita, I had to go, am I okay doing this? Because I'm sitting there going, you fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Like, I don't watch my mouth at all, dude.
Yeah.
And if there's alcohol in the venue,
And that's
I
the
don't
thing.
think it matters.
That's the thing. So
That's the way I see
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
the Alton shows, like at the lodge, the fucking Masonic Lodge, fuck Masonic Lodges, they don't sell alcohol, but we come in with our Casey's fucking styrofoam cups full of liquor and just get lit. So yeah, I tend to 3 matches in. Oh yeah, you'll hear on some of their shows you're posting on YouTube. You hear me go, "Fuck you!" Like, there's
Good,
no
dude.
holding
That's,
back.
That's the shit I love to hear.
Dude, I get really into it.
I'm
with
just a
men.
fan, and I'm full fucking in it.
See,
like,
Nick Natural, man, we had a little thing, like, you know, we still have a thing, but like,
fuck Nick Natural.
yeah, fuck that thing.
Fuck
but
the
like,
solution.
but I bet I'll ask him if he'll let me fuck.
Except
like,
for
man,
Riley.
if I make a fucking sign, you tear it up. You know what I'm saying? Rip it. I want you to rip a shirt off me, dude. Like, I want to be the big buff dude that Nick punks out in the crowd because I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking. So I do that. But there's sometimes. There's one time that fucking I got all like crazy because I basically I was like, oh fuck you, and he said, he's like, dude, I thought you were really gonna fight, like beat my ass. He's like, I turned and walked away. I'm like, no, dude, I'll never do that. Like, I just want to be like the guy that got punked out by Nick kind of thing. Like, I'm just trying to do it for a state. You know what I'm saying?
There are plenty of shows like after the show.
I love how
Nick texts me. He's like, you know, I was just kidding, right?
Yeah.
I'm just being a fan, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
do
I'm
you and I'm gonna
loving
do
this.
me. Like, we're cool regardless. Like, we're always gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Like, he was the first dude. Like, when me and Rachel lost the pregnancy, like, he was the first dude to reach out to me. Not even a wrestler. Like, the first dude to reach out to me and be like, bro, you good? Just fucking grieve. Like, fuck this. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be this. Just grieve. However you gotta grieve. And I was like, that's a real fucking
He said some really nice words
real
to me
fucking
too,
dude, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying? He's reached out and
Nick's
said
my
some-
guy.
He is. He's cool as shit. I think I like him because of his, like, it's like you hate his wrestler. Like, you hate his character.
He does a good
He's a very
fucking job.
cocky,
And
arrogant,
he's a good
ignorant
wrestler, dude.
you know what
His
I mean?
fucking move where he picks you up.
Punch that motherfucker.
Yes.
you know?
Fucking throws
Yes.
you behind his head, over his head. Like, he picked Lenny up at Pops. And fucking boom. It was like, fuck you. Good job.
And then then I started seeing you come, and when you did that death match with Harsh, and fucking next thing you know, dude, you didn't get to use your fucking your bed of forks. You know what I'm saying? Because Harsh got his shit split.
So me and Chris were setting up the Centralia show, and it was about, I don't know how long before the Centralia show, but someone had mentioned Cash, and I'd never been to any other independent wrestling except for PWE. Right. But someone was like, man, there's a local guy named Cash. You might want to get on the card. Messaged Lenny. I was like, dude, there's a dude named Cash. And he goes, I just fucking got a hold of him. He goes, I just got a hold of him to get him on the show. Do you guys want him on there? I go, fuck yeah, let's get him on. He's local. And then, boom.
That's what he told me too.
It just worked out so fucking awesome, man.
Because I was wrestling around the other times when he was over here with Sonny. Hence the name, Always Sunny in Salem.
Always Sunny.
Yeah. But I remember seeing those flyers, and I was wrestling that weekend whenever the show was over here, so I never messaged or tried to find out who was involved with it. But at the time, I had that reputation of being a fucking unprofessional piece of shit. You know? I even had shirts that said unprofessional.
Fucking Raised on Mama's Dope Money or something like that, too. I love that one.
Money,
I love that one. Raised on Dope
That's
Money.
the best seller.
That's my favorite one.
ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, so they would pop up around here, and I never thought to fucking message them. And then one day, I seen a flyer, and I was like, I've been thinking about getting out of wrestling for a while now. And I'm like, all right, well, I got a kid now, and it'd be cool for him to see me wrestle, and it's just right here.
Yeah.
So I fucking messaged Lenny, and fucking he was like, I'm pretty sure he told me that night. He's like, yeah, the tattoo guys have told me about you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, the 618 guys.
Yeah.
Which I had already been wearing you guys' shit.
Yeah.
Because I knew Coke, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Coke's the one that
Coke's, I
mentioned
think, is the
it,
one that mentioned it, yeah.
Coke's the one that's like, hey, there's a dude named Cash. And I was like,
I look you
fuck
up
yeah,
and
let me
shit.
hit
I
up
was like,
Lenny.
dude.
I'll take that real fast. I'll get done.
Yeah, I met Lenny, though. Lenny could be one day, because, see, my daughter's uncle is the butcher, Damian Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
See what he sent the video for me?
Yeah. So he's a wrestler, and one day Lenny came in here and was like, hey, is it cool if I put a flyer here? I'm like, yeah, what kind of flyer you got? He's like, oh, it's for PW Wrestling. I said, like, you know, like local wrestling, whatever. He's like, yeah. And he goes, I said, well, I know my daughter's fucking uncle is the butcher. And he's like, oh, I know, I heard of him. Or, you know, I was like, yeah. So I actually got him on that show that he was promoting. I got him on that show. And then come to find out later on, I know Lenny from back in the day when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah, they went to the same alternative school.
I said, well, in my head, look, I couldn't think of his last name.
They went to the same alternative school, man.
I'm not gonna say his last name because I don't know if he wants it out there now. But when I asked him what his last name was, it finally popped in my head, and as soon as he clicked in my head, I said, no wonder. It's his smile. It's that smile that he has, and I could tell. I said, man, because we used to go to the same bad school. Like, just like you were saying you were a bad kid, dude. Like, I was a fucking bad kid myself, bro.
In Centralia, alternative schools for the bad kids.
Yeah, that's what I went to. And me and that's what it was. It was an alternative placement program, pretty much. And me and Lenny would get in arguments because he was my brother's friend first. And then they were good, and then all of a sudden, they would have, like, little falling outs. And I think because they were having falling outs, which caused me and him to kind of get mouthy, but we would be cool, but then we mouthy, and just, you know, we had back and forth. We were both assholes, you know what I mean? And and I was like, oh, dude. So he remembered me and shit, and so it goes a little further back than I thought, but. That's how I met Lenny, you know, and then then I seen you guys, then I walked into your Walmart one time, and my leg goes, there goes Cash. I said, oh, that was him. I was like, I didn't recognize him with all the blood.
I told you, there was like, the first few times I seen you, like, you was like, hey, and it didn't click, and by the time I turned around, you dipped in the back, and I was like, man, I feel like a dick. I didn't realize it was you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
It takes a second, you know what I'm saying? But I was in Walmart, you know, I'm weird, you know what I'm saying? But...
Yeah, I'm not walking around in there fucking.
My anxiety kicks in. Like, if I see someone down the aisle, I'm going the other way.
I mean, I am kind of.
Yeah, I know. It feels like it. That's what I feel like.
Kids,
oh man,
those poor kids that are under. But yeah, dude, fucking.
So that's what got you with PW then, I guess, huh?
Doing that. Me sending the message and you guys already referring me.
Cool. Yeah. It all worked.
It all fucking.
Cards came together.
Yeah, it had to because Coach the one that knew you, fucking Lenny and fucking, and that's how. He left the shop for a little bit, and then when he came back, he was like going to the same wrestling show. We found out we were going to the same wrestling show. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, holy shit, you know. And so we started going to him a lot more frequent, and then we ended up
after that Salem show, it was like we started going to all the Alton shows.
Yeah.
And, like me and Chris never tried to even miss a show, and we just kept going, and it was like, so me and Chris being wrestling fucking friends and best friends, it was like, we need to bring a show to Centralia. Like, we don't want to profit. That first Centralia show, the first time we had the golf course show, the way it happened was like, usually you pay for the show to come to your town and you recoup the money from the ticket sales and all that shit. Me and Chris didn't want to profit. We didn't want to make any money. We wanted to, like, literally, one night when we're sitting around the house, just fucking drinking, having a good time, just be able to high five and go, we fucking brought him to town. Mm-hmm. That's all we wanted. We didn't give a fuck about the money. Yeah. So it was like, we approached Lenny, was like, look, we guarantee you're going to make more money in Centralia than anywhere else, because if you trust us to where we don't pay you, we'll give you all the door sales. You're going to make more money off them ticket sales than you would off us paying you for the show. Yeah. He trusted us for a show. So we fucking hit the ground, Facebook, promoting it, the golf course. And it was a fucking great show, packed house.
Mayor showed up.
Like, dude, it was so fucking awesome. I'm pretty sure. Where it was like, me and Chris did it. That's all we wanted. And Lenny I remember him and Sharita came to the, before the show, they came down to the golf course to get a feel of how big it was. And they're like, so let us ask you, like, is this for you guys to get into wrestling? Is it for you guys to start maybe promoting shows? And we're like, no, dude, it's literally for me and him to go.
Say we done it. Yeah.
We fucking did it. That's it. Don't want to make no money. We want you to make money. We want this to be the venue you go, we can make money off that show. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's what happened. Like, that's all we wanted. Like, me and him are so fucking good at wrestling. Like, back in the 90s, like, Chris would order the pay-per-view back when you'd order the pay-per-view, and everyone would flock to Chris's house. We'd play spades, drink some beer, and watch the fucking pay-per-views. Like, it was wrestling. Like, we were so big into
how it was for me growing up. My older brother was in wrestling.
And to bring an organization that we really liked and respected, and fucking was like, man, we could actually be friends with wrestlers? What the fuck? Like, it was so fucking cool to us. Like, it was so cool because I still like, even right now, just like,
I like being a good fucking audience. You know, I enjoy being a great crowd.
That's what I'm saying. When you guys are fucking screaming and saying,
yeah, dude,
dude, I got the okay to be.
All we gotta know is if you're good or bad, bro. We'll give you the attention, bro. We'll give it to you.
Not trying to brag, but I got the okay last year to be a referee with PWE.
You what?
I got the okay to be a referee.
Oh, no
PWE.
shit.
Christopher Miles was gonna be my whatever you call it. He'd take me backstage, teach me everything.
No,
Lenny gave me the okay to be a referee because I was like, dude, you don't have an athletic person like me being a referee. You don't have it. Let me do that.
That is true. The closest you got is that one kid.
But the more me and Lenny talked, I wouldn't be able to watch the shows, which I love fucking doing. I love watching the shows. Yeah. He's like, I kind of want you out there as a fan. And I go, wait, I'd have to work. What? Fuck that word, work? Fuck, dude. No, we'll call this off. We'll call this off.
Like, people like you guys, okay? So say the crowd's dead as fuck, you know. And as soon as you say one thing, it's gonna
start chanting. Start chanting.
Like, it's gonna fucking
come on.
go.
Oh, dude, you ready, Chris?
Dude, that's what me and Chris have always done. WWE 8. No, who was it? Fucking gosh darn it. I can't remember. So we went to a wrestling. It was a pay-per-view. Whenever we're in the crowd, you pick a few rows around us in a circle. We're getting those as our friends. Like, start talking to them.
Yeah.
So we have a big group every fucking time. So we'll start this is awesome. Oh shit. Whatever chance. We start them and then it starts fucking building.
Dude.
Because we're involved. We're like into it, man.
Remember
that
guy we had like this beef with on the one side of us? Remember
that
dude,
one
big huge show?
You know that one match of the year?
That dude
Lenny and fucking
So
Lenny
gets that was like a straight war between
Lenny gets a hold of us, right?
Seemed real, bro.
He's like,
almost seemed real.
He goes,
dude
I got
really pissed.
No, it was real.
No, I know it was real. No, it's real, but we like at the end we were like, it's cool. So I was like, oh man.
Since then I've talked to
play like that. You know what I'm saying?
Lenny got a hold of us and was like, I need some backup here because this is going to be a fucking show that has a lot of heat. Because I'm representing PWE and all the rest of the crowd is representing the other fucking organization. I don't want to call them out, whatever. Yeah. And he's like, I need some people there, so I'm going to have some of the wrestlers from PWE, but I need some of you guys, and I want you guys there. Bet I'm there. Yeah. I don't know. Don't say no more. I'm there.
I literally thought it was going to.
It didn't help.
Go down.
I'm already fucking drunk. Lenny comes in with his vest with the spikes on. He hands it to me. I'm like, oh shit. I take my shirt off. I fucking throw the spikes on. I'm like, almost like I'm in character. So I'm like, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. And we're chanting PWE in a house that is not fucking PWE.
Yeah.
So we're 15 feet away from the other side, and these motherfuckers are looking at us going,
oh, yeah.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Oh, dude.
Fuck you. And I'm going.
And we're like, fuck you. I'm just like.
I'm doing the fucking DM, like, fuck you. Fuck you. Back to him, dude. And it's so fucking awesome. It's probably the most fun I've had at a show. Thinking I'm going to get my ass kicked by the whole fucking crowd, but not giving a fuck. I can't take on 40 people.
I can't either, but I want to get my ass just beat.
I'll throw up here, but, I'll take a few out. But no, like, it was just like, man, the whole fucking crowd's against us. It turned me on. Like, I was so fucking, like, ready. And then, like, I remember at one point, this is the only show that ever happened. We're doing our thing, like, fuck you, fuck you. Security came down at the corner of the ring between us and them and was waiting for a fight to happen. And I was like, I tapped security, I go, bro, you ain't got to worry about us. We're just doing our thing. Like, we're not going to go run over there and fight. So I was like, man.
That dude was still probably like, fuck you.
I need to do something. No, he stayed there. He was like, no, I'm not moving. So the dude with the fucking wild hair and the glasses, the main one.
Yeah.
So you can see it in the match. They got the show up, the match going on. So I walk over to him and I was like, bro, I love you. I fucking love you. I said, we're just here for Lenny, but I love you, bro. And he goes, it caught him off guard. He was like, and I think the wrestling fan kicked in. He was like, oh, we're all wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're good. And we fucking hugged and went back over and kept on with the fuck you. But it was like mutually knowing, dude, we're just here as a wrestling fan for Lenny. You're here for him.
We ain't,
That's all it was.
Yeah.
And then Lenny got fucking flipped over and took the arm through the nails. Dude, if you go back through the tape, what was the dude's name he was taking on?
Gary J.
Gary. So we had signs, fuck you, Gary, suck a dick, Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
so when the match was over, Lenny's arm was fucking bleeding. And
put the spike,
just me trying to look out for a friend. It wasn't nothing about a fan. It was like, oh shit, a friend's hurt. I ran to the back, grabbed some fucking medical tape, and you see me jump up on the ring because they were trying to hold it, and I was like fucking taping it up. And then once I got done, Gary goes, now get the fuck out of my ring. And I go, oh shit, reality setting, like, I shouldn't be up here. I shouldn't have did what I did. But it was just, God, that was such a fucking great night, man. That one match of the year.
Yeah, that was definitely an intense night. I was happy. Look, man, you know what's funny? Because it all started when we went to that fucking Salem. And I ain't gonna lie, first time I ever seen this kind of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to, like, back in the day of wrestling, I got mad because it wasn't real. That's how, like, intense I was into wrestling. And then I found out it wasn't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's quite as real. And so I thought it was kind of corny at first, you know what I'm saying? A couple, people coming out and goofy and this and that. And I remember...
You have to explain to new people going to shows like that. Like, there's going to be some matches that...
Yeah.
Just don't tickle your fans.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but
they're silly. They're, you know.
But to me, it was kind of, I seen everybody else around me getting into it,
Don't say the one guy's name.
I won't. No. I definitely won't. Trust me. Yeah, we don't. Yeah. So, anyways,
fuck him.
Anyways, he so people were, when the solution would come out, we would, it was like the stupid fucking people that you hated, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody's booing, and we're like booing, and it just seemed like it was just to the point where like it was. At the end of the day, my family, my lady, her kids, my brother's kids were all fucking having fun. We all talked about it. We're all like excited. I could tell that at the end of the night, it was fun being part of the crowd. And I'm used to going to metal shows where you can be part of the crowd, but you're not part.
They got it. The crowd involved.
It's a whole different thing. Like we're actually we're counted on as to be like obnoxious or loud or boo or ha or whatever, right? And so the first time it got to the point where when we was going now it's like we really get into it.
Oh, absolutely.
And we know how, but it's just that is the most fun. It's part of theatrics. I love being in that crowd and helping, making everybody look good and bad. You know
the way you were saying, like they get into it, we get into it, we get into it as a fan. I was tattooing Liddy, and I didn't know to take this as like an insult because I was fucking ignorant and dumb, or I was like, that's a compliment because I'm such a good fan. He goes, because I was like, when you got jumped by the solution, this and that, he goes, this is like preset, right? It's fake. I go,
I was like, well, goddamn.
Yeah, dude, since I was 10, but like, when you walk out, you're no longer Lenny, you're Lenny Mephisto. Like, I look at you as your character, you know what I mean? When you walk out, you're Cash Borden.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if I ever met you before. You're that character, and I'm involved. Like, I'm into it. Like, you do you, I'm gonna do me, and I'm fucking in it. Right. So when he said like, it's fake, right? I'm like, fuck, man, yeah, I do. I'm doing a good job. If you think I really don't know it's set up, like because one other time we were tattooing, I think it was Coke or someone. I was like, hey, when Solution turned on him, I go, this is when I was telling you about. I got jumped by Solution. And Lenny goes, I didn't get jumped.
Like, dude.
Okay, Cope. He as a person did not get jumped, but him as a character got jumped by Nick Nat. Like, no, motherfucker, I know that. Like,
that's funny shit.
You got jumped, though, at the show. That's all. Like, as a fan who really, like, enjoys it, that's what you guys do for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, when there's shit that goes on in our life, and we just need to forget about it for that fucking 2 hours. You guys do that for us. Right, you know what I mean? Dude. Like it.
Everybody in the locker room, that's what they're there for.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have done this. Like when we lost the pregnancy, like it was 2 days later, I went to a show because I needed it. I needed to just shut the fuck everything off. And it was but I realized I got PTSD from the shit we went through. I won't go into all that. But it was Lenny against Sakura. It was a hardcore match. What's his name? He got thrown through the fucking glass table. Akira. Yeah. Halfway through their match, they were so fucking bloody. I realized I now have PTSD from blood. So I was like, holy fuck. Because I was so involved in the character that it was like I was seeing someone I knew, but their character getting all fucked up, and I was like, "Oh, I can't take this," because I'm used to fucking helping somebody.
So that's happened to me. That's happened to me in my real life with shit.
How?
Like just seeing like people I know in the hospital. Yeah, they got like tubes and shit hooked up to them. If I'm sitting there in the room with them, I'll get sick.
Yeah, that's so.
Just sitting there looking at like I don't know.
Crazy. The main and the second time it happened was you and Harsh's match in Centralia at the fucking golf course.
I have a picture of my son like.
Dude, here's what happened. Like ripping. So my 9-year-old, he had never been to a wrestling show, and he is so fucking literal. He's like Vulcan. Like if it doesn't make fucking complete sense, he don't pretend.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I don't know how he's gonna do a wrestling show. So we bring him there. The first match, he's in his fucking shit. Like he's into it. He's like, oh, what's going on? But he couldn't figure out why people would be so mean to each other. So I didn't know you guys were having an extreme match. So right before the match starts, I dip over here. It's like 10 feet away from where we're sitting at. And our aisle, there's no one behind us. It was just a wall.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a beer, and you guys start wrestling. I didn't think nothing about it. I turn around. My wife had left because you guys were already in it. Out of the ring. you're right in front of my son. My son is backed against the wall, just like didn't know what to do. And you guys are just beating the shit out of each other. Parent instincts kick in, and I'm like, fuck, let me grab him. I'm like, what? Watch out. So I take him out, and it was like, I come back in, and there was so much blood, I was just like, oh, fuck, I'm not ready for this. I think I need to be prepared or like pre-warned. But it was just like, oh, fuck, I wasn't ready. You guys had a killer match, like fucking badass match, but what made you want to do like all those? I know the Butcher, but like what, when you were wrestling, when you did it, what was your first match that was just like extreme and you were just like, this is fucking it?
So the first one was like glass and shit like that, and that would have been at IWA Mid-South.
IWA?
Yep.
Okay.
So let me take care of this match.
Like who you're taking on? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was. So they would put the tournament together. It was like a couple local guys. Mm-hmm. Just so happened I had to take on one of the local guys to advance to the next round to take on somebody with a name on them. You know.
Was it kind of how back in the day heavyweight champions where you took the local guy on, the world champ type shit? So did you come in to take on?
This is like a tournament style. So a bracket style.
Okay.
But like the first couple matches would just be like some, not necessarily local guys, like just independent people from around that are known for being hardcore.
People around the area know.
So some guys are fucking really good. Some guys suck.
Okay.
they're not
kind of new or whatever.
So the guys that are not the best, they'll put in there with a good guy. So that way that good guy can advance to the fucking next round. Okay. Shit like that. So some matches like that were my first ones. The very first one was a match with Ian Rotten's son. So his son wrestled too. So that should tell you right there, this promoter was fucked, dude. Shit was fucked. Shit was fucked up. Son, or? Yeah, dude, they were known as the Devils. Like, legit. The Devils of pro wrestling. His son is known as, the son of the Devil, JC Rotton. Yeah. Which he's not a bad guy.
Who was the promoter?
His son's not a bad guy. So it's nothing against him.
Yeah.
But the promoter is Ian Rotten.
Oh, he was, okay.
He was the promoter, yeah.
So he wrestled and was the promoter.
Yeah, around this time when I'm wrestling for him, he's not wrestling really. I mean, off and on. Or just like pulling skits where he's like, I'm going to have my retirement match, and then sells fucking thousands of tickets and then fucking doesn't do the shit. Some shit like that, yeah. Or fly some people in, can't pay him type shit. Oh, he always fucking paid me.
Really?
Yeah, he always paid me every time I wrestled for him, so I can't say he did that to me, but I know people he did that to.
Yeah.
You guys know the wrestler Jake Christ?
Yeah.
Okay, so he burnt. Have you ever seen the video, the promo of him underneath a bridge and he's burning a belt?
No.
Oh, that's sure.
He's like, I got your fucking belt, blah, blah, blah. You owe me all this fucking money. And he just dumps gas on it and burns it. It's like real shit. Mm-hmm. But that was towards Ian Rotten.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Kind of like Lenny and fucking Rat in a Cage.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's funny. That's crazy.
I still fuck with Lenny. I'll put a picture of him up playing the guitar. I'm like, this dude fucking kicks ass.
Yeah,
Lenny would be like, fuck you, dude.
I didn't know he didn't like him until I found out the whole thing about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know some shit. Read some letters I probably shouldn't have. But yeah. Just apologize and I won't come after your money. Like, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
But yeah, that so the deathmatch shit, man. I remember after that match, we were using fucking light tubes and all kinds of shit. After that shit, we had you know what a gusset plate is? I don't know if these have been broken out in PWE yet, so I might have to do that.
What is it?
Gusset plate. Okay, so a gusset plate is this metal fucking square that you'll see stuck up in rafters and shit, holding wood together. You see them on pallets.
Yeah, they got the little nails that you
shit ton of fucking spikes. All right, so we'll grab them bitches out and headbutt them to each other and shit like that. I mean, dude, you'll be squirting fucking blood.
Damn.
But I remember I got hit over the head with a chair that had fucking gussets all over it, bro.
They were on the chair?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Life changing.
That adds weight to it. Yeah. Also,
I was gushing, but
how many concussions you had?
Oh, bro, too many to count.
I was gonna say,
too many to count. And here's how I fucking know though too, and it sucks. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and just fucking puke for no reason.
Really?
Oh shit.
And that's how I know I fucking
took too many.
Yeah.
Took too many. There was no twist in the chair. It was like bang, full on.
Damn. So I try to dodge all that shit nowadays. But I mean, back then, fucking trying to fucking make a name for yourself. You're fucking getting it.
And taking on people, right? And wrestling people that don't know what they're doing also.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Getting into it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
you got to learn something.
But a lot of times, you know, you can cut that shit off. Like, that's the good thing about being around the hooligans and shit like that, dude, back in the day. Because these motherfuckers were smart as fuck. They had been around the block already for a minute before I fucking even
So
met.
they helped you kind of get into it.
Yeah. So they would fucking tell you know, driving up and down the road, going to fucking shows, they'd help you out and tell you shit all the time. But yeah, I mean, without them, another guy, Christian Rose, that I started out with over in Paris, fucking, because I mean, our trainer got paralyzed. So me and Christian Rose and then a couple, or I think it was one dude left with me, continued to go up there every Sunday and fucking do everything we knew. So I mean, we've been training for like 6 months. So we pretty much fucking, after that, we're training ourselves and hitting up seminars. So like, if a wrestling show came around and like, say, Kid Cash was on it, or fucking Vampiro, or, you know, people like that, we're like, all right, let's go do that seminar.
Oh, yeah.
So then you sit there and you learn, you absorb fucking from that dude forever. And a lot of that shit's just sitting there in the ring talking. You know, if you know what the fuck they're talking about, that's the thing too with wrestling, man. You got to know psychology. If you don't know psychology of like writing a book or laying out a story, your matches 9 times out of 10 aren't going to be fucking great.
You just know how to wrestle, but you got to know the others.
Yeah, you got to know, because you got to be able to fucking, like you said earlier, you got to be able to know what the fuck's going on as soon as that bell rings.
Yeah.
You know, when you're looking across at one another, like, there's got to be something there.
That's what I was telling Money is,
fucking give a fuck.
Yeah. Wanting to be a ref, like, you need to know. Some refs, I guess, would just want to go on the fly and react to it. But I want to know what's happening.
Right.
What do you guys plan on doing? So I know how to react. Right. So I know if I'm not going to count, what's happening.
That's what. And then just doing the hardcore shit too around here, especially, bro. If a kid comes and watch that show, they're 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna remember the backflips and everything cool like that happened. They're gonna remember like, oh fuck, Cash had this fucking fork, bro. He stuck it in this dude's mouth right in front of me, and they were bleeding everywhere. You know.
Yeah, the shock.
I remember back when I was younger in the Terry Funk match, scared the fuck out of me. They tornadoed that bitch like me and Harsh did. Like me and Harsh did. Okay.
Yeah, Road Warriors.
You just pick up on shit like that once you fucking learn the click of what the fuck's happening with the psychology, bro. Yeah. It's all just piecing together.
I remember the Road Warriors when they fucking took a spike off the fucking Hawk, I think.
And jabbed one other.
And Ric Flair's eye and shit had his all bleed. Man, I remember being like, holy fuck, man.
When you showed me the little promo of the show that Cash was coming on the show, and you were digging a fork in this fucking dude, and I was like, that's all I want to know is like, what makes you want to fucking do that? Like, what makes you want to take a fork and hold some dude under the fucking chin and just manhandle him? And
he let it fucking he's all used to that too.
Like,
my love for scary movies, I guess. I don't know.
Why we fucking tattoo, man? Why we hurt people in pain? It's like
right. It's like, I don't know. It's like kind of fucking.
I'm making someone beautiful.
Man,
I'm not giving them fucking scars.
I've heard somebody like say like it's like bloodletting or some shit. You know, like Vikings back in the day used to cut themselves to fucking bleed.
Right.
I mean, there's something about it like that. You know, like I said when I got hit with that fucking chair, with the fucking gussets on there. I said life-changing. Pow. Yeah.
Man.
Like, dude, yeah.
Well, I just wonder if it's something, since you know how not just to wrestle, but to mix the psychology in. Know from the start to finish what's going to happen. That's just part C of A to D. Like, it's just part of the flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what needs to be done to get this badass finish, to make people remember it. It just needs to be in there. Yeah. Like, I guess that's...
Yeah, I remember those definite emotional fucking matches with like Hulk Hogan and fucking Ultimate Warrior. I remember when they had that WrestleMania, and at the end, it was the Royal Rumble, whatever, and fucking there was his last one, dude. I remember when he threw Ultimate Warrior out, and I was so bummed because I was fucking Ultimate Warrior fan. You know, I like Hogan, but Ultimate Warrior was my shit. You know, and he had these real emotional, long fucking. You know, and I always liked that.
Warrior had the face paint like Sting did.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with fucking
the fucking partners back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, they were bodybuilders. Blade Runners. Yeah, they were fucking just bodybuilders. They got spotted because they were California dudes. Yeah. And I think it was like the Stings and the Ric Flairs when it comes to the blood, because they had the blonde hair. Mm-hmm. Especially Ric. Sure. You know, Ric Flair was always getting cut or flipping over the fucking turnbuckle. That's what was like it just made you realize, holy shit, like just their whole fucking head would be red.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck, they really got fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Back in the early days, like them, that bloodbath fucking VHS we had, bro. These motherfuckers are bleeding on their sides and shit, you know, and then looks like their guts are falling out. There was a Japanese match on there, okay, that's on a fucking raft.
Yeah.
It's on a
Hard
raft.
style.
And there's like explosives around the raft, and this dude's got like a sickle like I used on Harsh.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And he's like digging these guts out of this person.
Yeah.
Legit. Well, I mean, he's pulling guts out of the dude.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, that shit was fuck, bro.
And as like, you know, when you're younger, dude, you're really seeing that, and
Yeah.
you're not thinking like they're just cutting themselves. You're like, holy shit, like, how,
Yeah, it's like Faces of Death type.
Yeah,
shit.
that's-
So
yeah.
you're telling your friends when you go to school, like, bro.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And everybody's like, you been on Rotten.com?
Yeah, I do that, dude.
Bro, check this out.
Snowflakes and Rotten.com.
Check this out.
That was my shit.
See, that's guts.
Snowflakes.
fucking real shit, man.
Yeah, Snowflakes was the real shit. I seen some crazy. It scarred me, bro. I'm scarred to this day. Like I did it to like hopefully like.
See, I'm
like,
older
harden
than you guys.
myself.
Like,
had
I
to
was
go-
renting VHSs of fucking Faces of Death.
Yeah,
Remember the
dude.
fucking
Oh,
magician
yeah.
with the fucking knives stuck in
Yes,
his thing
it
that's
just
crushing
right
his
head,
face.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Or the
I
parachuter
went back and watched
dropped
it
in
and
the
said,
alligator
that's
fucking
fake.
pit.
Never mind.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
damn,
now.
like, fuck.
Now,
bro,
yeah,
but
now.
that was
Back
fucking-
then,
I seen somebody in
real.
a parachute in an alligator pit. And they got 8 alligators
Yeah,
on a fucking tape.
yeah. I was
like,
gonna rent
we
that shit
used
from
to
the
have-
fucking movie place.
Well, we were back the first 3 UFC fucking fights, the world fucking to see who the world champ was. You had to rent on VHS. There wasn't like
Those are good as
pay-per-views.
fuck, though.
We would
Those
have,
are the good UFC.
dude. Me and his dad would have. There was be about 15 of us. We would have UFC championships in my buddy Rudy's trailer. You couldn't punch. Everything else was legit. Like you could wrestle, jiu-jitsu, kick, whatever. And we would have fucking tournaments, dude, as friends, but like stay friends afterwards because you were younger. You didn't have this fucking grown man shit. But like we would have. I remember I'd always do the fucking. I'd tap people out with armbar. Like I would get them and stretch them out and fucking they tap. But like we would have UFC fucking fights in there. And like wrestling, we would have fucking wrestling. Like so much shit was just so real back then that like you got so involved in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things, man. I love wrestling, dude.
So what's your like looking back? What's your most like memorable match you've ever had?
Oh, fuck.
For whatever reason, I know there's probably more
yeah,
than one.
there's a lot.
What's the main one you think that you just sit back and you just remember?
Really, that Salem show, dude. Where me and Mason won the tag titles.
Yeah.
Everything was so perfect with that.
Fuck yeah.
Everything was so fucking perfect with that. Yeah. Everything that happened.
The quad table smash. Dude.
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Like we spit it to each other one time,
And it came out the way you.
and there it was. And also Mason hadn't been wrestling, you know, so he's like telling me I'm about to have a fucking panic attack when we're out there. And like I think I hit a dive, and we're all four about to get in the ring, and the crowd's going fucking nuts. And I remember I'm dying. Like I get in and I'm on all fours, and I look at Mason, and he's fucking dying too. And I remember him telling me after the match later, he's like, "Yeah, dude, when you rolled in the ring and looked at me, I was like, I don't know if I can.
Like
I gotta
spin,
run
like-
outside. Yeah, I'm freaking. yeah. But yeah, it was magic, bro. It all just fucking clicked
Hell yeah.
together so fucking well, you know?
And you definitely put on a killer show, bro. That's for sure, man.
Have you ever got really hurt?
Oh yeah. You know, I have.
What was the worst one? Yeah.
Or what's a few?
I broke my arm. That fucking sucked,
Shit. Yeah.
dude. I was
Broken
in
bone will fucking do it.
Actually, I won my first belt in that match.
Who was this with? Where was it at?
This shit was in Metropolis, Illinois, bro.
Okay.
And it was
Down south?
fucking yeah. This was behind like a fucking Mexican restaurant.
Outside?
No, in a
Okay.
shed. Yeah, back
Kinda
in the
like
day,
the
bro. You just
kitchen
went wherever you
tattooers.
could. But at the same time, I wrestled like the Ring of Honor World Champion in that same show.
Really?
Yeah. Jerry Lynn, like, dude, it's fucking. He writes.
Ring of Honor. That's the one. That's the one I was trying to think of earlier. We went to
You're right.
ROH.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still got the big umbrella.
Yep.
Sorry.
So yeah, he fucking he was the Ring of Honor champion at the time, yeah. And then the promoter was all like, "Yeah, Cash only wants to do Ring of Honor. He doesn't want to go nowhere else." I'm like, "Don't fucking tell him that." So he puts together like this 30-minute match, bro. So me and Jerry Lynn sit in this fucking little fucking room that's put together with bed sheets, and he's writing on this piece of paper matches that I can see where he's defended like the ROH world title against other people, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is nuts, dude. And he 30 minutes wrote down everything.
Damn.
So that's how he did it, man. But bro, the fucking biggest test of my life, dude. I puked piles.
30 minutes is
Piles
fucking
after
match.
that fucking match, bro.
Wow.
Dude, it was fucking crazy. He was hitting these fucking moves on me, man. He'd be like, oh yeah, okay, so here, this is good. So, at some point in this match, he's getting up off the ground. I pick him up and I kick him right in the fucking face, bro. I didn't mean to hit him hard, but I fucking did. Hard as fuck, dude. Wham! Right in his fucking face, dude. He goes, fuck! And he hits the ground and I'm like, shit. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right.
He's got seniority type shit. Like
This dude used to be the ECW champion. He's the Ring of Honor fucking champion. You got to beat the fuck out of him now. He's gonna kill you. And now I'm fighting with myself. Like, no, dude, don't you fucking dare. Do you want to be a wrestler, dude?
Yeah.
Don't you fucking dare.
You like doing what you're doing?
And like I fucking pin him, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. So I'm just waiting for the receipt, you know.
Yeah.
I pick him up, and he calls some like crazy shit for me to do. I can't remember like exactly what it was, but it was like, do a fucking cartwheel with a fucking frontward roll, jump up like you're gonna give me a back cracker, scratch my back. And I'm like, all right. So I'm pretty sure I whip him in the corner, roll, fucking scratch his back, and I'm like, yeah. And he goes, not like that, motherfucker, like this, and throws me in the corner, bro, and does these like crazy ass fucking cartwheel off the second rope and does a flip and pins me out of it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
So like he didn't whip my ass, but he just fucking did shit, you know. Like
put you in your place.
Yeah, put me in my place.
Sure.
Real quick. Yeah, dude, he was fucking, it was nuts. But yeah, that's another match that stands out to me that fucking put me to the test. But anyways, I broke my arm at that fucking building. So it's with 6 other guys. One of them still wrestles every now and then. A lot of them aren't good at all. It's a ladder match.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Let's throw ladder in there.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, fuck yeah, dude. This is my first ladder match, so I'm like amped.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck how good they are. We're doing this.
I fucking hit this dude with a move, and I go up. I don't know if you've ever seen Jeff Hardy, where he's on a big ladder and he's got a little ladder in front of him, and he leapfrogs the ladder and leg drops the person underneath. Yep. Bam. So I do that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So I do that, and as I'm coming down, I notice I'm gonna fucking smash this dude.
Oh, you're a little far out.
Well, like my ass is just gonna.
This would mean you're a little too.
Yeah, right on his fucking. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. So I lean. Boom,
Trying to take
break
most
my
of the
arm,
weight?
yeah, knock him the fuck
shit.
out, yeah, dude.
Like Sid Vicious leg fucking snapped.
So Metropolis is like fucking far from, pretty far from it, right? So do that, win this stupid belt that means not a goddamn thing, right? Drive home, fucking, I'm at my old lady's house. I'm like fucking putting peas on my arm and shit. Like, fuck. All right, I think we need to go to the hospital because I'm like puking and shit. That's how I know when I break something. I'll fucking puke. Yeah. Weird. And I get real thirsty. And it's fucking weird shit.
Bone marrow's coming out. Replace it with some liquor. Let's get it going.
So the broken arm fucking sucked. I broke my ankle. I've broken all my toes on my left foot. I've broken my nose.
How'd you break all your toes on the left foot?
Having my foot bent and somebody landed on the back of it.
Yeah. Lucky you didn't break that fucking heel in time.
So I'm sure it, dude. That heel drives me crazy every day.
Fuck.
So I'm sure
it gave a little bit.
My knees fucking will just rotate around, if I'm not careful.
And now we're gonna talk tattoos. So, what is tell us one of your worst tattoos or oldest tattoos or.
I think first tattoos are the worst tattoos.
Let's do the best one first.
I've got a little worst ones, but so best one first. This is gonna hit all 3 of them. It's the Made in China on my neck. I don't know if you can see it, but when I look at it, I see milk and cheese.
Milk cheese.
So like it was supposed to be wrote in
kind
Old
of blended
English.
together.
Okay, I got it.
It was supposed to be Old English.
Yeah, I got it when I was 18.
That's cursive?
Very first tattoo. Yeah,
No,
that's
cursive.
goddamn fucking
Not
shopping
illegal.
list is what that. Oh, bro. All right, so my dad knew this fucking tattoo artist in Centralia, and fucking he takes me over there, and I'm sure it costs like $20, maybe not even that. My dad may have gave him a sack. Raised on dope money.
Right.
Get the shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com. Anywho, yeah. So it's not that I don't like the tattoo, because like I said, it was my mom's name. She passed away when I was fucking 13 years old. So I always told her my first tattoo was gonna be made in China, you know. So it's kind of a joke and fucking make sure I did it.
Came to fruition.
But my little brother's got it, and it's on his wrist, and I'm like, you motherfucker, that's so much better, bro. Like,
Damn.
so I want to cover it up, and then fucking I want to kind of maybe put it on my foot, on the bottom of my foot or something weird like that, yeah. But yeah, it's the best and the worst. So it was fucking way worse than this, and I had Dog. You know, he's from around here in Salem.
Dog, yeah. That's who Matt started with.
Yeah,
Dog.
I had him do a half sleeve on my arm, and I was like, "Hey, is there any way you can fix this?" And I told him who did it, and he was fucking immediately like, "Yeah, I'll do it." I don't think he charged me or anything, but
hell yeah.
But yeah.
What's the most painful one you got?
This fucking Roman numeral 9.
Oh shit!
Right on the crease. Sure.
Dude, that was like the worst bee sting. Fucking ow! Yeah, that was
my
horrible.
hands made me come out on the side of the hands. Yeah, it made me.
Oh yeah, all my hands fucking suck kind of too, because just not being able to do wash dishes or anything.
Yeah.
Anything like that, dude.
What got you into getting tattooed?
My uncle,
it was
actually.
my sister.
Yeah.
My older sister.
Yep.
Was he just tattooed up?
Yeah, everywhere. He had a huge fucking castle on his back with all these fucking skeletons and shit like that. And this was back in the 90s, you know.
Yeah, seeing it, thought it was fucking cool as hell.
Yep.
Yeah, my sister was about 7 years older, and she get like some tribal here, back of her neck, ankle. It was like, fuck yeah, man. It's like she'd beat up dudes for me, so it was like, oh, that's fucking cool, man. That's fucking cool. Like my dad had one hand poke, this little design here. It was on his wrist or his hand. So that's why I got the only black and gray tattoo I have is like the one my dad had.
Yeah.
But like my sister was the one that got me into it. So your uncle,
Yeah.
did he just go into like houses, shops? Because back then there weren't a lot of shops.
I think he would go to a shop, but I'm not sure where the hell it was. I'll have to ask him about it next time I see him.
So I got lucky with Chris Evans having a shop down by the junior high in Centralia. Dip in there, we were homies, kick him $50, smoke a blunt. We'd fucking figure out what we were gonna do and go fucking start tattooing. So by the time I was 19, I had my whole arm and my chest. And I remember it was the day before my fucking turning myself in. We got this whole inside done. I didn't think about the fact you go to the X house, you don't have lotion. Dude, that thing was so fucking rugged, just it was so dry and peeling, and I couldn't do nothing about it. But it was like I got lucky to have a fucking dude that had a shop. You know.
It seems like every time I get a tattoo, I have a show that night that I get the tattoo.
Oh, damn,
or that
man.
weekend as well, bro.
you're
It's
like
every
tattooed
fucking
in
time.
that spot.
Every time.
Damn.
Every time.
You got anything tattoo like other than a tattoo machine that you ever use like a safety pin or needle?
Yeah, dude. Of course. My hands were all fucking poked up and all that shit washed out. Yeah.
Talking about that, like mine was a guitar string with a fucking click pencil, fucking and a remote control car motor.
Mine was a safe paper clip. I tried to make a good point on it, and I couldn't get the ink to stay, and it really didn't do anything.
Well, there was just ink sitting on the outside, and like one fucking touch, it was done.
Just hit it, and it was just like I was just like, oh shit! But then finally, I started using sewing needles, and I started using those that are a lot more sharper.
My cousin made one out of a fucking I think it was an electric shaver or some shit. But I would use fucking safety pins on it, and that's what we would fucking. I think I'd fucking traded him a pack of cigarettes or some shit for him, a little, or a tech deck or something.
Hell yeah!
Probably a square and a tech deck.
Yeah. But you got anyone that's done good quality that you've gotten done?
Coke.
Coke,
Dogs.
Fuck Coke,
great.
cool.
I mean,
People that don't know, Coke is one of the
We're
artists.
co-workers,
Because every time you say Coke, one time I was at a Pantera show, and I looked at the lady and I said, "Man, I wish Coke was here," because you know what I'm saying, because he's a Pantera fan, you know what I mean. And the dude behind me laughed. I know he thought I meant Coke, like you know what I'm saying. So when I say the word Coke, I got to make sure I reiterate.
So anytime any client says anything about they got this tattoo from Tom, Matt, Coke, I'm always like, fuck that. It could get better done. It could be done better. Like we were sitting back here in the break one time, and it was Matt and one of his clients, and it was Jerry.
Yeah.
He was showing me how, because I mentioned you should get this tattoo in orange. And Jerry's like, it don't really stick on my skin. This tattoo was all orange. And I go, you just need someone who knows how to do, what to do saturation wise. And Matt kind of looks at me, I go, I know it was you, motherfucker. You did the tattoo. I'm just kidding. Like, so, anytime you see you guys' work, I just fuck around with the client.
Oh, yeah.
Donnie Meadows has done a lot of
Donnie Meadows. I know him.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he worked next door, right?
Yeah, for a short time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. When Matt hired him, he asked me if I was, I think that's the same guy, if I was okay with him getting hired.
Yeah.
Because I think we had beef back in the day. Yeah. Teenage stuff.
Yeah, fuck it. Not that important.
Yeah. No. From around the hood.
We didn't get to wrestle it out.
No fucking SmackDown.
Yep. No. Right. None of that. No house shows.
Yeah, so, fucking.
When are you going to get tattooed by me or Tom?
Right. On the spot.
Soon,
that's the point.
Soon. When? So, like I said, I want to cover up the made in China, so that needs.
I've already started figuring out like a cool fucking China.
I already said what I say. I throw 30% off.
That's it. I'll have one of y'all cover it.
Yeah.
And I'll have
on my last
fucking made in China.
On that last podcast, I said I was gonna give him 30% off of his tattoo.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna give you 100% off.
Oh man, I'm gonna give you 100. I'm gonna pay you to tattoo you, bro. Fuck.
Shit. Talk me into it.
I live in a shop and let you come in and do whatever you want.
I'll suck a dick.
I'll suck a dick.
Man, these motherfuckers.
Man, I was about to say someone's name. Yeah. We'll keep that to ourselves.
I'm a bad kid, right? So I mean, like when you tell me, I know Matt. Look, I respect Matt.
I did 7 years in prison. I'm a bad kid too.
I respect Matt. Absolutely.
We love Matt.
We love Matt. Worship him almost, but not the whole
Matt, bro.
But look, even him, bro. Even like God,
He's
bro. I'll still be like, God, why'd you do this?
Matt's
you know, like
tricked.
I'm a challenging kind of person. It's not my strong suit. I don't like to, It's
See,
not,
wrestling's helped me with that shit.
Yeah.
For real, wrestling has helped me fucking.
I challenge him with
calm that shit down.
If I wasn't 45 this year, I would try to get as a wrestler. I would try to fucking wrestle. Like, I love it so much. When Lenny brought us in the ring and we just did the fuck few times this, and he taught me how to fucking lock up. Mm-hmm. Dude, it felt so good. Like, man, it brought the kid out of me. Like, because when I lived in Womack, I asked if you had a trampoline or fucking mattress. I knew, because like growing up in Womack, we had 2 mattresses in that fucking 1 block area. One was at this one kid's house, the other was another kid's house. I lived right here. We would fucking wrestle on the mattress, like full fucking body slams and fucking. Dude, when I did the Great Buddha Chalk. We jump off the sheds. We would pull up the mattress to the sheds and jump off the sheds and do the fucking drop.
That's how you had to have ladder matches, man.
Man, that like.
So I'm saying when that one came around the first time, I'm like, fucking hey, and now I've been in like 10 ladder matches, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm falling from like the 3rd rung and shit. Like,
see, and I'm at my age, I'm ready to show my youngness, like my youth, because we were at his dad's house. His dad has like 6 steps coming off the porch. Chris does. Just 6. Like, it's only like 3 feet tall.
Short off here, though.
Well, I was going to like jump sideways off it, and he goes, "Whoa, are you gonna jump off?" I go, "Are you kidding me? I get this like I'm gonna jump off, dude. I can jump off that. You can't jump off this anymore." And just leaped off it, and I was like, I'm pretty athletic for my fucking age. Just because Chris tricked me. Like, that's it. Like, I'm really not. But him just not want to jump off this height. Dude, I can do that. So I can jump off the top rope. Fuck yeah.
Bro, I don't get to go to the gym hardly at all anymore. I make sure I throw the truck every day at work. 3,000 pieces every day.
I just want to do it.
Now hammer it out in 2 hours.
That's a good one.
I just want to do it.
That's your workout, brother.
I think that's why I love the new guys. I fucking love the new guys. Yeah. Because if I could do it, I want to do it Eddie Guerrero fucking leap, like frog splash. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to do. The fucking.
See, dude, bro, I used to do that shit all the time. If you watch my older matches, like on YouTube, bro, or on IWTV, I'm fucking frog splashing, flipping, fucking all kinds of shit, doing Pele's and shit, bro. If I did a Pele now, I'd break my fucking arm.
Really? Sure. You can get back into it. You can get back to it.
We'll see.
You can
We'll see.
Well, shit, man. I appreciate you fucking taking the time out to come out tonight, man.
Thank
you. Absolutely. Check out Salem, February 1st. Yep. Cash Borden versus, who knows? Herzog, maybe? Maybe, because he's talking shit about Cash on. Did you see that? When you posted the fucking newspaper and he goes, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully we'll see something. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Come check out the February 1st fucking Salem show.
Yeah, February 1st for sure.
It's still a mystery, so we'll see what's
up.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's going to be a fucking hardcore.
I hope you just get the belt.
Yeah, you bring the fucking
You're not injured.
Yeah, but that's whack.
I know getting the belt frees, but give you the belt and then defend it right then at the show.
If it comes down to that, then yes.
Yeah, that way you get it and then you earned it because you fucking defended it.
Yeah.
But Cash Borden, fucking champ.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Shout.